Pre-algebra, it says test. This is actually study guide number 9. 1 through 3 is simply order of operation with integers. So I'm going to do a little cleaning up before I do all my other steps. I've got a -6. I'm going to be subtracting. I've got a -6 squared, but that means -6 times -6, which is positive 36. And then I've got minus a -5. Now I think I'm just going to leave that minus -5 because I've got to change this one and this one. You only change subtraction. So to subtract an integer, you add its opposite, add its opposite. So -6 plus -36, the signs are the same, so that's -42, plus positive 5. The signs are different, so we subtract them. That gives me 37. And if I don't look at the signs, the 42 is the biggest and it's negative. Number 2, I do have a set of parentheses. I've got a 4 minus 1, which is 3. I've got to multiply that by -3, and then we're going to be subtracting a positive 2. That's what that is right there. So Aunt Sally says I have to do my multiplication first. A positive times a negative is a negative. And then to subtract a positive 2, we're going to add its opposite. And then -9 plus -2 is -11. You just add when the signs are the same. In this one I have 2 multiplications. I've got -2 times -3, which is positive 6, and I'm going to put the sign on that one. And then I've got minus 4 times 5, which is 20. And that's a positive 20. So to subtract a positive 20, I need to leave the first one the same and add its opposite. Oop, getting ahead of myself. Plus the -20. To subtract a positive, you add its opposite. And so positive 6 and -20, I need to subtract them. And without the signs, the 20 would be the biggest, and it's negative. Numbers 4 through 10 are all equations. So let's solve for x. We need to get x by itself. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides, and I get x equals 1. In this one, I'm going to add 6 to both sides, and I get r is equal to, by itself, is 14. Number 6, the 8 is attached by division, so we're going to multiply by 8 to get rid of it, and multiply the other side by 8. The 8's are gone, and I get x equals, and that's going to be 160. These are just one-step equations. The 4 is attached by multiplication. We're going to divide by 4. 4's are gone, and we get x equals 36 over 4, which is 9. In number 8, we got to get rid of 2 things. I want to get rid of the one furthest from the end, which is the -7, and then we'll get rid of the 8. So let's add 7. And we get 8n equals 48. Divide by the 8, because it's attached by multiplication. We'll get n is equal to 6. Number 9. The 9 is further from the p than the 2, so we're going to get rid of it first. And I get p over 2 is equal to 7. 9's are gone. And then I need to get rid of the 2, so I'm going to get rid of it by multiplying, since it's attached by division. And I'll get p is equal to 14. Now in these, you're solving the inequality, and then you're going to graph it. These are inequalities. So when I subtract 20, I get a is less than 2. So I'm going to draw me a number line, and I'm going to put, I think I'll do like -1, 0, 1, 2. Actually, I think I'll start with 0. Give me a little bit more room. Now we're only shading the true. A is less than 2, so 2 is false. 2's not less than 2, so we're going to not shade it. And then all the numbers that are smaller than 2 are to the left. In this one, let's get rid of the 6 by adding 6. We get p is greater than or equal to 12. Okay, I think I'll do maybe 11, 12, 13. And notice it says greater than or equal to, so P is equal to 12. 12 is true. And then all the numbers bigger than 12 are to the right. Number 13, let's divide both sides by 9. Now we've got a little bit of positive negative going on here, so I'm going to put the positive there. The 9s are gone, and I get K is greater than or equal to, and a negative divided by positive. Remember, when the signs are different, it's always negative, and 27 divided by 9 is 3. So I will need to go to the left of 0. So I think I'm going to do 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. Now notice equal to means that -3 is true. And then all the numbers greater than -3 are to the right. Number 14, a restaurant bill was $14. How much tax will you pay at 9%? Well, 9% is 0.09. So let's multiply $14 times 0.09. 36, 9, 10, 11, 12 with 2 decimal places. So my tax is $1.26. Now let's take our $14 and let's multiply it by the tip. 15% is 0.15. Now I'll have to do 2 multiplications here because I don't have an extra 0. I've got the 1 and the 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. 5, 7. 1 times 4 and 1 times 1. Okay, with my 2 decimal places, I'm going to pay a tip of $2.10. So let's take our original bill, our tax. Now I'm going to go ahead and add those. I like to add them 2 at a time. So I'm going to do 6, 2, 15. Then I'm going to add the tip. You can add them any way you want to, but to me it's easier just to do the arithmetic. And then there's my total, $17.26.